section 11.2 has to do with areas of triangles, trapezoids, and rhombi. An area of triangle, and you've known this for years, is equal to 1/2 the base times the height. So in this particular illustration, the area is equal to 1/2. The base would be BC, this distance along here. The height would be the perpendicular line from A to D. It has to be perpendicular, so that would be AD. That's nothing new for you. So finding the area of these quadrilaterals, if you notice, you can divide them into two triangles. So if I know that XZ, which is that whole length, that's my base, is 39. Now this is for the upper triangle. YG, which is my height for the upper triangle, okay, is 21. So I have the area of the upper triangle, this triangle, is 1/2 39 times 21. Okay, so that's going to give me, if I do it out, 0.5 times 39 times 21 is going to give me 409.5. But then I also have the area of the lower triangle. Now notice the base is the same. Okay, it's like the triangle's upside down. The base is still 39. The height here is HW, so it's 20. So when I do that, I get 0.5 times 39 times 20, and I'm going to get a 390. So I'm going to have to add these two together to get my total area. So I get 799.5, and I would just call it units squared because they don't tell you centimeters, meters, whatever. Okay, if you look over here, this is another quadrilateral, and you can divide it into two triangles, this triangle and this triangle. So this right triangle, if you will, the one on the right side, I have area is equal to 1/2. The base is A to C, which is 35. The height is B to F, which is 18. Okay, so 0.5 times 35 times 18 is going to give me 315. And then the area of this bottom part, I have 1/2. The base is going to be the same. The base is still 35, okay, because that's the base of both of them. The height is going to be DE, which is 10. So I'm going to have 0.5 times 35 times 10, and it's going to give me 175. I have to add those together to get a total area of that quadrilateral of 490 units squared. Okay, so you're breaking it up into its individual triangles and then adding it together. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times the bases added together. So in this illustration, the area is equal to 1/2. The height would be AE because it's going to be the perpendicular line straight down. Then the two bases, that's AB plus DC. Okay, so I have something that looks like that. Well, sometimes, and let's go ahead and fill in some information here. Let's say this is 24 and this is 12 and this is 30. I would have to use what I have already learned how to do. Let's say that they tell me that's 60 to find the height here. So I am going to use the sine of 60 would equal the height or opposite over the hypotenuse, which is 12 here. So 12 times the sine of 60 says the height is 10.4. So now I have everything I need. So area is equal to 1/2 10.4, and then I'm going to add the two bases together. So 24 plus 30. Okay, so then I do 0.5 times 10.4 times 54, and that's going to give me an area of 280.8 units squared. All right, sometimes they put this on a coordinate plane, and so on this coordinate plane, here is my x and my y. I am going to figure out, this one's a pretty easy one because it's completely horizontal or vertical. So the height is going to be the difference between my lowest number, my low line, and my top line. So I have a -1, which is the y value here, and I have a +4 here, so that's 5 units. Then I have from, if you will, t is -3, the x value, -3 to +3, so that's going to be 6 units. And then I have from z, which is a -5, to +6, which is 11 units. So you could count, but that's 6 units across, that's 11 units across. So I have 0.5 times 5 times 17, which is going to give me 42.5 units squared. That's going to be your area of that. Okay, let's do another one. Again, it's horizontal. Here's your y and your x. So the area is going to equal 1/2. The height of it is going to be 1, 2, 3 units, or I'm going from 2 to +1. And then the two bases, I'm going from, let's see, this is the u, which is -1, to the r, which is 4. So -1 to 4 is 5. So you could count across, and this is 5 units. And then I have from -2 to +6, which is 8 units. So I have 0.5 times 3 times 13, and that's going to give me a total area of 19.5 units squared. The area of a rhombus, the formula for that is 1/2 the diameter, here's the diameter, times the diameter. So area is equal to 1/2 BD times AC. All right, if I put this on a coordinate plane, again, this one is easy because it's vertical and horizontal. I need the height, I need the distance from here to here, which is a y value. So F to H, I go from 7 to -1, which is 8 units. And then here I would need the x value, so I go from -1 to 5 units, which is 6. Now you can just count, you literally could just count them if you wanted to. So that's going to be 1/2 of 48, or 24 units squared. You're just applying the formula. Here's another one. Now this one you're going to have to use the distance formula on because it is not directly horizontal or vertical. So it's going to be, the area is going to be 1/2, and then it's going to be the distance from M to P times the distance from R to N. Okay? So I'm going to pick up my calculator, and I'm going to use the distance formula to find M to P, and that's going to be approximately 4.2. And then I'm going to do the same thing from R to N, and that's going to be 7.1. And then I just have to multiply 0.5 times 4.2 times 7.1. And that's going to give me an area of 14.91 units squared. All right, sometimes you have to work backwards. And so they give you the answer. They give me that the area is equal to 100 square meters. They also tell me that x to z is equal to 10 meters. Okay? So if you think about the formula, this is a rhombus. So area is equal to 1/2 diameter 1 times diameter 2. So I have the answer. The answer is 100. I have one of the diameters, which is 10. I am looking for the other diameter. So 1/2 of 10 is 5. So I have 100 is equal to 5 times d, or d is equal to 20 when you divide it. So there's your other diameter. Same thing with the trapezoid. 1/2, the area is equal to 1/2 the height times the two bases added together. Obviously I'm looking for height here because I have 250 is equal to the area. 1/2, I don't know the h, but I do know the 20 plus the 30. So this is going to be 500 is because I'm going to get rid of this, times 50. I'm going to divide and I get h is equal to 100. All right, these are two more examples just like that. Okay, this is 64 square units is the answer for the area. Again, you're talking a rhombus, so you have d1 times d2. So you have 64 is equal to 1/2 times, one of the diameters is an 8. You don't know the other one. So I have 64 is equal to 4d. When I divide, I get that the other one is equal to 16. Down here, you have area is equal to 1/2 h times b1 plus b2. I'm just filling in for what I have. I have 120 is the area. 1/2 times h, I don't know the h. And then I have 10 plus 20, which is going to give me the 30. So I'm going to get rid of this first. So I'm going to multiply by 2. So that's going to give me 240 is equal to 30 times h. Divide by your 30. And I'm going to get h is equal to 8. So it's the same thing. You're just working backwards. The homework on this is page 606, 14 through 34 even.